Hello and welcome to the Silver King's War. I'm Michael Sievers, the writer, producer, and creator of this podcast series about my father's Second World War as a B-26 bombardier. Today we are in Act 2, which is entitled The Greenhouse, of Marauder Men. This is Scene 6, Battle of the Bulge, and it begins with Michael, the narrator, Stanley's son. Stanley returns to A-72 in early December of 1944 before the German Army counterattack. The battle begins December 15th. The secret fictional visit to Martin Manufacturing was 2 full days of design discussions and 3 nights at the Belvedere Hotel. Baltimore was alive with home front stories. Citizens working hard to build war machines and support their boys in Europe and the Pacific. The scene is the nose of Stanley's B-26. It matches his first mission in early November. The Silver King in Act 2, Scene 4. Now reunited with his pilot, Jack Festi, Stanley is the lead bombardier. The king flies the plane with Festi standing over his shoulder as the crew awaits the words, "Bombs away." And this is Stanley's Battle of the Bulge. His war became an intense response to relentless enemy flak and fighters. His writing betrayed nothing of men dropping from the sky. It couldn't. He wrote about candy, cigarettes, and liquor rations. Stanley read the Baltimore Sun and Evening Sun every day in the city. He found a long story in the Sunday Sun about the Army's plan to improve mail service to America's GIs. Ironically, for a son of Birmingham, Alabama, the story was about an all-black Women's Army Auxiliary Corps unit based at Fort Des Moines, Iowa. The 688th Central Postal Directory Battalion of 855 women, training hard, will ship overseas in January 1945 to serve in the European theater. The unit's first task will be to eliminate an estimated backlog of 17 million letters and boxes. That was good news for the Air Corps at A-72. Baltimore wasn't Chicago, but the club's food and friendly people gave the Silver King a new appreciation for the American amalgam of immigrants and ideas. Stanley's final evening was a dinner invitation from Glenn Martin. He motored to the Martin home in a chauffeur-driven, custom-made Cadillac. Glenn and his mother, Minta, lived in the Ambassador Apartments before he built a home for them in the exclusive neighborhood Guilford, near the Johns Hopkins University campus in north-central Baltimore. Martin and his mother lived together in Baltimore for 25 years. They were visible industrialists through the company's vast employment base and financial contributions. He never married, and they traveled extensively before Minta died in 1953. Glenn died 2 years later. He was 69. The complete round trip, northern France to Middle River, Maryland, was 1 week. Stanley returned to A-72 in news that a promotion had moved him to lead bombardier for a 3-ship element and new crew. Now, a month after his first mission, things were changing quickly in his war. The secret travel, described to his unit as urgent family business in the States, made 30 days seem like a dream. That would change within weeks as the Allies gained comfort about Europe's circumstance. Germany's 2-front war was draining its men and materiel to fight Russia. And then, on December 15th, Germany began an intensive surprise campaign to push through the Allies' Western ground forces. The Battle of the Bulge was Stanley's war of survival and success. Michael reads a December 11th, 1944 letter his father wrote from A72. Dearest ones, the mail is coming through swell now, thank goodness. And last night I received your wonderful letters of November 24th and 27th. You have no idea how very welcome they are. I'm glad, too, my mailing is reaching you. After Xmas, it should be faster. Thank goodness you're all well and that the baby is fine. I thought it awfully strange that Dad wasn't there when the baby was born, or at least immediately after. Leona must have been disappointed, though I suppose he's been there by this time, and you're both home now. It must have been awfully difficult for you to leave them, as I know how much you enjoy yourself there. Well, it won't be long before they get home. It's too bad the baby is too young to travel. She really would get the attention from you and Ida. It's hard to believe she's already a month old, and she'll probably be months before I see her. It's going to be embarrassing when she grows up and asks how cute a baby she was. Please take some pictures for me. Last night and today I was duty bombardier for the group. It was my duty to see that the bombardiers had all the necessary information to fly the mission. I was up practically all night, but it was worth it to see how everything is prepared for a mission. It was very interesting. I wish I could tell you about it, but for security reasons I can't. And that goes for the other questions you asked. Now that I'm flying with the new crew, I'm lead bombardier in a 3-ship element. I think I'm going to like this much better than flying the wing. Only time will tell. Your packages still haven't arrived. Last night one of the fellows received 4, so they will probably be coming in any day now. There really isn't anything I can request except the same things over again. So, if you will, please send me candy, cookies, and all kinds of food. We can always eat, as you know very well. Dad, I do want to thank you for your swell letter and also the package. The cigarettes will be worth their weight in gold. We only got 2 packages this week. It wouldn't be so bad if we could get pipe tobacco also, but that isn't even available. Things are really becoming drastic. However, if I thought I was denying you, I would not have requested them. I had no idea it is that bad there also. You're really sweet to sacrifice for me. I want you to know that I appreciate it. Write me again soon, please. There's no other news for now. Please take good care of yourselves and keep well. Write as often as possible, and I'll do the same. Love to Ida. I love you and I miss you. Stan. As the lights go up on this tense and very taut scene, the king is in the nose of the B-26, and Jack Festi, his pilot, is standing just off his left shoulder with a separate light. Jack Festi, the pilot. Stan, we are 5 minutes from our target. And the Silver King. Yes, sir, Lieutenant. I'm working the Norden hard, awaiting a longer look at the Eller rail line bridge. And Festi, guiding the plane. The ride is rough, and lead is now reporting enemy fire. And the King, who is steady. Got you, Lieutenant. Hold her steady, sir. We are close. And Jack Festi. Now, 2 minutes to target. Fly it tight, King. And the Silver King doing his job. Arm, aim, toggle. Arm, aim, toggle. Yes, sir. I am ready to drop. Now. Bombs away. And Jack Festi, the pilot. Nice job, King. Lead continues to report enemy fire. The 88s are heavier. We're getting the hell out now. Turning for home. And the Silver King. Yes, sir, Lieutenant. You got us over the target. Let's see what the films show us. And let's get home now for scotch and smokes. As the lights go down on this amazing scene, Michael will read from a December 23rd, 1944 letter that his father wrote from A-72 on a day when he flew 2 missions during the Bulge. Dearest ones, undoubtedly Santa Claus came to see me tonight. I received 2 swell packages. One contained the Mary Ball candy, which Aunt Lena sent me, and the other had soap, razor blades, and 2 grand cartons of cigarettes. The candy is delicious. I shall write Aunt Lena tomorrow to thank her. After the package from you, I shall not have want of soap or blades for a long time. I am well stocked with both now. As for the cigarettes, need I say how much they are appreciated? We're getting 5 packs a week now, but the 2 cartons will do a lot to relieve the situation. I realize the cigarette shortage there is pretty bad also, and I'm sure you must have looked all over for them. You're awfully sweet to have gone to so much trouble. I sincerely appreciate it all from the bottom of my heart. Only I hope Dad has been able to get enough for himself. Your package was mailed November 18th, which isn't bad time. However, there still hasn't been any mail to arrive. Seems as though the post office is trying to get all the packages delivered before Christmas. I hope they succeed, as it surely makes me feel wonderful to open the package. I feel just like I used to when I was a kid and received a present. The stationery had better come soon, or my mail to you will drop off. I'm almost down to the last page. I do hope you're well and will have a swell holiday. To say I would give anything to be there to celebrate is indeed an understatement. You can bet we'll have a big time next year with Richie and Margie. I'm a little worried because of not hearing about Leona and Margie. I do pray they are well. Looks as though our holiday will be a drunk one. Tonight we received liquor rations and already have made plans as to how we will drink on Christmas Day. At least we'll all be feeling good anyhow. There isn't much news. I'm fine and thinking of you constantly. Please take care of yourselves and keep well. Continue to write, and my love to Ida. I love and miss you, Stan. This is the end of Scene 6, Battle of the Bulge, in the play Marauder Men. And you are listening to the Silver King's War.